Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. Now, some quick sports. The Celtics beat the Mavericks 105-98. The Celtics lead the series 2-0. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning. Happy Monday, y'all. Are y'all registered
Morgan.
to vote? Are y'all registered to vote? Are y'all registered to vote? We've only got 148 days until Election Day, November 5th. And over the weekend, former President Trump was on the campaign trail in Nevada, which is a swing state. On Sunday, Trump told supporters that border security and energy policy would be one of his biggest priorities if elected in November. He said in his first week as president, he would crack down on the border and domestic drilling. Let's hear from Trump.
The first thing we're going to do is we're going to close that border tight as a drum, and we're going to let people come in, but only legally. The second thing we're going to do about 5 minutes later, it doesn't take long, we're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to get your energy costs in half.
Drill, baby, drill. Trump also slammed President Biden, calling him a low IQ individual, saying if he was president, the attacks on Israel and Ukraine would not have happened. Trump also became visually upset when his teleprompters weren't working. He experienced technical issues. The temperatures were well over 100 degrees in Vegas. And Fox News poll recently conducted showed that Trump is ahead of Biden in Nevada by 5 percentage points. So.
And it's interesting too, right? Because when you're running for president, you got to talk about what you will do. But if you were President Biden, you can talk about what you're actually doing. Because Biden has approved more oil and gas drilling permits on public land than Trump did while Trump was in office. So I don't know why they just don't immediately put that information out there. But I don't work for a campaign, so it doesn't matter to me.
Brag more. I said that. I told y'all that.
Brag more, yeah.
Moving on, Caitlin Clark won't be attending the Paris Olympics with Team USA. On Saturday, NBC News reported that the top pick from the 2024 WNBA draft will stay behind while the U.S. national team travels to Paris. Now, she did say that she was excited to watch the U.S. women's basketball team compete in the upcoming summer games, adding that she isn't disappointed, but she's now using this as motivation to work towards something in the future, using that snub as a little motivation. Now, the Indiana Fever guard said that USA basketball officials did contact her before the news leaked out, so she got a heads up. And while the official team roster has not been announced, sources say it'll be comprised of 12 veteran players. Team USA's first Olympic basketball game is set for July 29th against Japan. Now, this is interesting because I had to do my due diligence on this and see whether or not rookies have gone to the Olympics before. So in 96, Rebecca Lobo went. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2002, Diana Taurasi went. Candace Parker went in 2008. And Breanna Stewart went in 2016. So.
Yeah, I don't understand the logic in this. At a time when all eyes are on women's basketball, why wouldn't you put the biggest draw in women's basketball on the team? I saw them saying that, they didn't want to upset her fans because she would get limited playing time. But I mean, is it about the playing time, or is it about the promo and marketing? Is it about, getting as many eyeballs on women's basketball as possible?
I didn't understand it either. I mean, it's Caitlin Clark, and she's probably one of the biggest draws in the WNBA. So the fact that you put her on that team, and people are going to be wanting to watch her, and this is not just U.S. This is globally. It doesn't make sense to me.
She's the biggest draw. She's not the best player. Not even close.
Can't she bring home the gold?
That's A'ja Wilson. But you surrounded her with all the other greatest players. You got A'ja Wilson on the team. You got Breanna Stewart. You got a bunch of other people. Diana Taurasi's on the team. So they're going to win the gold regardless, I would think. Yeah. But you use her for promo and marketing.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, moving on. Maybe it's for the best because I heard Olympic Village can get a little freaky, which brings me to my final story.
What?
A new sexually transmitted fungus has been found in the U.S. for the first time, y'all. A report out this week revealed that a sexually transmitted ringworm has been found in New York City.
Damn.
Be careful out there. And the first case is a man in his 30s who developed a rash after reportedly having sex with men during trips to England and Greece. The CDC says cases of genital ringworm have been found all over the world, but the infection is not fatal. But dermatologists say it can cause permanent scarring. So, of course, make sure you're protecting yourselves.
All right.
Now you can
sound like an old person's disease. Yeah, it sounds like an old person.
Ringworm.
Messing with them old guys, you're going to get ringworm. That sounds like an old person.
But it's on your genitals, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, you can catch it from sex. Like, yo, you got to beware of ringworm now. That is crazy.
All right. Well, Thank you, Morgan.
Thank you. That's front page news. See y'all in a minute.
All right. Everybody else, get it off your chest. Call us up right now. 800-585-1051. Let us know how your weekend was. I was trying to see Bad Boys 4. But I waited too late to see it, and I couldn't get 6 tickets because, I got a big family. I got to bring all the kids. I couldn't get 6 tickets next to each other, so I got to see it this week. But
I heard it was really good.
I heard it was really good, too.
Hmm?
Is it kid appropriate?
17 and I think if you bring, I think so. I'm not sure.
I don't think it's kid appropriate.
No? I think my 11-year-old and my 10-year-old will be fine.
Yeah,
it's rated R.
No, it's not. Those PG-17 or something like that.
I never heard of PG-17.
I thought so.
It's Bad Boys. Take them to see that.
Yeah, it's Bad Boys. My 11-year-old and my 10-year-old will be all right.
Yeah,
It says rated R.
Oh, rated R?
Yes, for strong violence.
Do you know what these kids watch? Please take them to go see that.
They listen to the show. But I was going to take my 11-year and 10-year-old, but everything was sold out. But anyway, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. Call us up right now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. All right, let's get in some front page news. If you're just joining us again, in some quick sports, the Celtics beat the Mavericks 105-98. The Celtics lead that series 2-0. Good morning, Morgan.
Morning. So today, the White House is hosting a concert for Juneteenth. That's happening tonight. The Biden administration announced a lineup for the concert, which will be held on the South Lawn at the White House. The event will boast award-winning Black artists from across musical genres, including Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Patina Miller, Raheem DeVaughn, Kirk Franklin, Trombone Shorty, Anthony Hamilton, Charlie Wilson, Brittany Spencer, and Dougie Fresh. Comedian Roy Wood Jr. and the president's own United States Marine Band are also on the lineup. This is the second time the White House is doing this event. Last year was the first, and the year before that, in 2022, President Biden made the proclamation to observe the day, making it a federal holiday. What do y'all think about that?
Well, Juneteenth not until next Wednesday, so why they having this so early? Because they don't want all black people to be late, so they just telling everybody.
Well, it's a federal holiday, so that means they'll be off. Everybody will be off.
The holiday's Monday. It'll be off on
they
Wednesday.
Celebrate 4th of July events on 4th of July. I'm just saying, why they can't celebrate
weird.
Juneteenth on Juneteenth?
I think I'm gonna want to be off on Juneteenth. I mean, I'll be here, but yeah.
Tell them Sunday so they get there Wednesday. That's I think what he's trying to do.
Oh Lord. So June 19th is the actual day, and of course this is Representative 1865 over 2 years ago, over 2 years after President Lincoln declared the end of slavery. U.S. troops marched into Galveston, Texas, to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation to free the last enslaved Black Americans in Texas. They got the memo late. I don't like that. So moving on, the U.S. Supreme Court is expected to make some major decisions this month. The conservative majority court has several noteworthy decisions pending before summer recess, including cases regarding presidential immunity, the obstruction charges against Capitol rioters, the FDA's approval of the new abortion pill and abortion access in medical emergencies. A report from Politico says a ruling on the abortion access case could come as early as today. Also on the docket this month are rulings on gun access for domestic abusers and whether bump stocks can be federally banned. Yes, they've got a busy month ahead of them. And Pope Francis, more world news. Pope Francis is set to meet with a host of comedians from around the world at the Vatican next Friday. Those invited include Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Fallon, Chris Rock, Conan O'Brien, Whoopi Goldberg, and others. Over the weekend, the Holy See press office said the meeting is with more than 100 entertainers. It's meant to celebrate the beauty of human diversity and the promises to be a moment of meaningful intercultural dialogue and sharing of joy and hope. Jess, did you get an invitation?
No.
Going to the Vatican?
No.
Well, it sounds like a comedy show. It sounds like they really do want to make people laugh inside the Vatican. It sounds like it's all the comedians that they invite.
You don't think it'll be an actual important conversation about spreading joy and hope and laughter across the world? None of that? No?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get an invite. You asked me about the invite. I didn't get that.
Would you have gone?
Sure. Sure.
I mean, they got the right people if that's what they're looking to do. Spread joy. They invite all the people that bring laughter to people, laughter to folks.
Well, all right. Well, that's your front page news.
Thank you, Morgan.
Morgan, tell them where to find you.
Yes, on social at Morgan Media, MORGYN Media. And for more news coverage, you can follow at Black Information Network and BINnews.com.
All right. Now, when we come back, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett will be joining her.
Yes, indeed.
Will be joining us, and we're going to kick it with her next. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
In the morning.
The Breakfast Club.